Welcome. This is Will from KMac Vintage. Earlier today I started working on the analog board of the Classic that I received yesterday, and I've already taken off some of the caps. Sorry I did not record that because I had some technical issues this morning, but I've already taken off some of the caps, as you can see here, because I do have a new cap kit for it already. I knew this machine was coming, so I actually pre-ordered the cap kit from Console 5. A very good source for your cap kits. And no, I do not get any actually kickback from them. They don't sponsor me or anything. Just a very good product. From the bottom side, it didn't look too bad, like there wasn't really any leakage or anything that you could tell. But then when I started taking off the caps, you can see here there's quite a bit of gunk that is there. That is definitely leakage from the caps, because you can see if the shadow is right, you can see the color change. And then also if you look at some of the bottom of the caps, see if I can find some of them. You can see how they look, some of them. Let's go here, not too bad. This one here I think has been leaking, yeah, you can see there. So there is some actually leakage going on. That is could be causing problems. So I've taken off some of those already. I've been using my solder sucker and what some people call the machine. I think Bruce and Steve from Mac 84 call it that. But it works well for me, and I also use normal solder iron and the wick. Let's see, I've already taken some of these off over here. I have one over here to take off. I normally go through and I mark where they are first. You can see I put a little dot there of where this one is. And let's see how I'm going to take that one off. This one, I think, sorry about that bump. I think this one I'm just going to use my normal soldering iron and take it off that way with some wick. It seems to be working. That seems to be working a bit better for me. So you just do that. Okay, nice and clean, sucks it up. Here's another one. Sucks it up nicely. Then these legs were bent, so I don't really like to shake them around, so I bend it back up. And sometimes with that I do need a little bit of heat on that for me to bend it back up, because I don't want to rip the pad. It's just what I think I did on the previous one. That leg is bent back up now. And let's see if that cap will come out. Yeah, that one out. And I think I did rip up some of that pad, and that's not what I wanted to do. If you see very closely here, when I bent that up, I ripped up a little piece of that, but it's alright because the connection sits on the other side. See right there, there's a piece of white missing, so, but I can fix that. That's not least of my worries. So let's go to some other ones that I have marked here. If you see the camera bouncing around, because I'm wearing a magnifying headset, and for me to see this better, and that bumps into my iPhone that is busy filming this. fix that up. Let's go ahead and get this one up too at the same time. Next one. Okay. Bend these legs. I don't like just pulling on them because you can cause damage. These boards are very delicate, and with the age, the heat, everything that's being thrown at them, the mix of the leaking capacitor juice, you could have a lot of different things adding in there to the weakness of the board. There's one out, and there's two out. There they are. Those two are now out. Where else do we go now? We have another one here. Let's go get that one. Let me cut off some of this used wick. And we come over here. Now, I have a large order of cap kits on the way to me from Console 5. Because I live international, I live overseas, I use a freight forwarder in Miami, and then they record everything that is received for me, and they get the invoices and everything and do the proper export. Then when it gets here, their agent here clears it with customs and airport and or ocean and whatever, and then I pay the fee here and I get the item. Usually I have to add, there's a 27% duty, which is a tax for actually importing goods into the island. That's on everything, just about everything. There are certain things that are duty free, and surprisingly, what is duty free? Things that are sold to actually tourists. All of your cosmetics, perfume, jewelry, leather pants, believe it or not, wool items, things that you don't really need in the tropics. Go and figure that, right? So I pay the duty on the stuff, and then I get the stuff. Let me see where that cap is. That one doesn't seem to want to unsolder very nicely. You don't see that? Okay, it's out. There it is. Yeah, that one had some leakage. So I have to pay duty on things coming in, so everything costs more for me to think of it. So think of it this way: if there's $100 item, there is a $27 duty. Usually there's shipping and freight charges and all that, and that adds up. So it's just the price I pay for living on the island, right? So but I'm okay with it. It is what it is, and that's what I gotta pay. So we just do it. Anyway, so my cap kits, my order from actually Console 5 is on the way. Well, it's already in Miami. It's already been cleared and ready for actually export, so it will be flying down tomorrow. Get on the island. I'll probably get it maybe Friday or Saturday. So then I have some more cap kits that I need for other machines that I need to do. Mainly a lot of power supplies. There's a lot of power supplies that I need to do. Because I can't get those caps here. This is stuff I can't buy here. Cayman is a small island, 70,000 people. A very actually disposable style of life down here people have. So if something is broken, throw it out and buy a new one. It doesn't matter what it is. So just how their life is down here, and I got used to it a little bit and that. But things, capacitors, I can't buy them here. Even solder, wick flux, none of that stuff I can find here. So all of that I have to buy and send in through my forwarder, or I go to Florida and my son is up there and I can pick up the stuff. I can order it and have it sent to him, and actually from Amazon, and then I basically get it that way. Here's another one I need to do, and then I bring it with me as normal suitcase baggage. Pack it in my suitcase and bring it in on the plane. When I bring in something like that, the nice thing is that the first $500 is actually duty free, so I don't have to pay duty on it, which is nice. So I can load up on things. I know I'm going up pretty soon, like the second week in actually September. I'll be going up to Florida, and then I'm gonna start ordering some things. I'll be up there for about 10 days, and then I'll order some things and I'll have them sent to him, and then I'll bring them down with me. But I'll do small things, like capacitors, parts, wick, solder, chip holders, memory chips. I have a couple 2Cs I want to fix. I need to get some memory for them, so I'll order all that stuff beforehand and have it shipped over there. Matter of fact, there's already quite a bit of stuff sitting there at his house that I need to bring down with me. I have another 2C sitting there with a monitor. I have a SE. I have a 2E card. So what else? I got a bunch of software disks and cables from some stuff that I bought from a local guy there, Mike, you know who. So I'll have to get that stuff and send it down here. All right, 2 more small ones to go right here. Then I got these 2 big ones, and then everything is taken off this board. Oh, sorry about that. I hit the camera again. Did I mark these 2? Yes, I did. Okay, let me cut off another piece of this wick. So yeah, Mike, if you're watching this and you know who you are that sold me those things, so great, thank you. I just bought a plus off an auction, and that's for Mike. Mike is up in the Florida area where my son is, so I will take an operating plus logic board and analog board from me here up there, swap them out in the machine that is for him, and I'll bring the other 2 down here with me and fix them and put them into the machine of mine. Sorry, I need to see what's going on here, because this one doesn't seem to be wanting to clean up too good. So, and then I will actually retrobrite that machine for him up there when I'm up there. I'll do as much as I can. It's just I can't do solder work up there because I don't have a microscope up there, and I don't have all this other stuff. So I'll take the board that I have that I know is good and work, and we'll just swap them out. That's really the best I can do. All right, let me try to pop this one out. One side out. Sorry guys, sorry about the camera. That's my headset hitting it. this one. I want to come out. That is the right one. One already fell up. Look at that. You see, that's what happens. I undid the wrong one. I undid CP21, which is right there, instead of CP5. So I'll have to solder that back in. Things like that happen. It's understandable. Let me see where this one lines up. Yeah, see, it's the one right next to it that I gotta do. See, I undid that one, and it's really these two I gotta do. I marked it wrong. It happens to us all. No, I'll solder that back in right away. Let's get this one out. That side is clean. We'll now do this side. This sitting on a ground plane, so it's going to take a lot of heat. So usually I try to melt it first, then I come back in. It's going to take a lot of heat to get that one because it's got a lot of copper to go through. Sometimes a little bit of flux will help. Suck that up. There it goes. Look how beautiful. I want to beautiful. Look at that. Look how nice and clean those holes became. Now to work around this camera post and try to get this up without breaking my pad. That one is up. This one coming too. There you go. You're up. Now we should be able to take the cap out, and there we come. There it is. Easy peasy. That one is out. Now let's take this one and let's put this one back in. This has no polarization. So we'll just do it like this. I'm gonna put a little bit of flux on it, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some solder on the tip of the iron, since I don't have 3 hands, and then the flux helps the solder stick to it, because then I can let go of it. See, now I can come in with the rest of my solder, and I can get the other leg, and then I can come back and get this leg. Nicely done. Just to be sure, I'm gonna check this with the meter. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the beep beep. There's that side, that side. Okay, that's soldered back in good. We're okay with that. Now let's see. I think I still got one more small cap there. Where's my wick? There it is. Where's that cap? Yeah, right there in the center. Okay, here we go. Since it works better with some flux and sucks it up better, we'll put a little bit there, a little bit there, and away we go. Oh, suck that up there. Ah, nice. Nice. Both of those went very good. We'll just bend this back up. Why I use heat is because sometimes these legs, there's still some solder underneath it, and as long as you got heat on it, it's loose, you see? So then I can easily push it through. I did that again. I apologize, y'all. I'm so sorry. Where am I working? Here. Okay. And now that one is loose. Did I undo the wrong thing again? I think I did. Yes, I unsoldered a diode. Boy, that's a bad sign for me. Alright, let's go put this diode back in. It popped out the hole. Bend these legs back. Bend them back and solder it back. The cap is next to it. That's just bad doing that, but it happens. Okay. Cap is next to it. The cap is this one. So let's see. I don't want my head to keep on hitting this thing. There, we got some nice flux off. Nicely done there. Let's get his leg up without damaging the pad. And that one too. Okay. We should be able to get that out. And there you go. There you are. Gotcha. Okay. So that should be all of the small ones. Oh no. I got one more. Let's see, where's my finger? Yeah, hidden back there. Look at that. One more hidden back there. I forgot about that one. And you see, I do have it marked right there. So let's get that one off. Pliers, cut off the wick. Put a little bit of flux because it does better. Oh, solder loves the flux. It loves this copper. Works very well. There we go, see? Sucked it right up. Right into the wick, see? Here too. Oh man, there it goes, sucking it up. Look at that wick changing color. That's when you can see that it's really working good. Oh, there. So now we have these two legs. Let me see here. I'm doing exactly what I say not to do. Use a little bit of heat and we bend that leg up. Same thing with that one. Now let me reach under and see if I can pull that cap out. Big finger getting stuck. the leg was still bent a little bit. She's out. That's it. That's that one. Now we have the two big ones. I think that's all that's left. Yep, two big ones. And they are here and here. So now let's put this on, and let's start getting this off. I should use my manual solder sucker for this one. It's on a big round plane, take a lot of heat, but you can see the wick changing color. You can see it, see that, see how it sucks it up? Beautiful. Amazing how solder works, huh? What attracts it, what it pulls to. The saying is solder loves solder, so you know, here I have too much already in that wick there. It's not sucking up anymore. As a matter of fact, it's actually putting it back down. So that's why we have to move on the wick. That was a lot of wick they just used. Look at that. They used all that just for this one cap. But it's out. Hey, look at that. It's out. A little bit of curvature on there. Bye-bye cap. Now for this one, I have a manual solder sucker here, so let's try it with this one and see what it does. It gets a good amount of it. And then I'll come in with the wick and I'll take up the rest. And let's get that into a liquid. Boom. Let me blow that up. Let's see if it will come out. Yep. There she is. She's out. So that completes the removal of all the caps from this board. I'm dropping my stuff. Take off the headset. Where did I drop? I dropped my wick. So in those caps that I removed, if you want to see how much wick I used, see, all those pieces, that's how much. But the wick is cheap, but it's very good. It's very nice to use. Don't do this work without it, please. Don't do the work without flux. And if anything, it is the actually Amtech flux. See here what I'm using. This one is most of it rubbed off, but I do have another tube. Really the best flux and really the best flux, but it rubbed off. I'm not sure if you caught that last time. If anything, watch the video from Branch's Creation, and Bruce does a real good job talking about the different fluxes and what is good, what is not. I do have an actually extractor that I use sometimes, but I have it off right now. I have ceiling fans and other fans blowing around me, so that actually circulates and gets rid of the bad smell of the solder and the flux. So now what's left for me to do with this board? I have to clean the bottom side. I have to check all these pads. But I'll do that underneath the microscope. I can't do it with this because I need better vision. And until I get a new microscope, because the one I have, I cannot add a camera. So until I get a new microscope that I can add a camera, I cannot really do video shots of what is underneath it. Anyone wants to help with contributions, I do have PayPal. Just message me and I'll send you the information. Donations, contributions, greatly actually appreciated, so I can keep on growing this channel. Like I said, I am retired. I am 53 years old though. I am retired already, and this is my main work. I'm hoping to start doing it more. I want to also do like what Paul Daniels does, repairing actually MacBooks. I've done some already for some people, and I want to do that as a side hobby, as a side job. Really, the funds from that is to help my actually vintage collection grow, and so forth. Yeah, I do have quite a few other machines that are on the way. I'm currently bidding for an actually G5 machine. Hopefully I can get it. But I do have two actually G4s on the way. These are the gray towers, well, a silver towers. What else do I have coming? I have a Color Classic, I have a SC30, I have a 2C with monitor. Those are all sitting up in Florida. I've been working on that Duo dock. It looks like that Duo caught some water because there's like some rust on the bottom. I'll do another video on the process of it, of how I'm going with that. Anyway, folks, I have this board caps actually removed. Now, for you to see what I do to clean this, I use normal alcohol, normal IPA. So, sorry, IPA. And this is 99% alcohol that I can buy down here. Luckily I found it in an actually a beauty salon supply store that sells it by the gallon, and it's cheap. So that's one thing cheap here. So basically just some alcohol and a Q-tip. I clean all this up around here, and it's good to actually rotate it so that it pulls it up instead of just pushing it around and moving it from one spot to the other. Now, for those of you that have not put on new capacitors yet, you can see easily the two capacitor holes. This is the positive side, because you can see the positive mark there, the positive hole, positive mark, positive hole, negative hole. On a capacitor, the negative side is the one that is this color. This is negative, and usually negative is also the leg that is longer on a new capacitor. So if you look at these kits, you can see here you have a leg that is longer. That is the negative side. Oh, sorry, my mistake. The negative is a shorter leg, and the positive is a longer leg. That just made me look like a fool, but anyway, things we can get backward sometimes. It is thundering real bad out here. You may hear it on the mic. So let me clean this up a little bit. So you can see basically that's all that it takes to clean this up. It's already raining like crazy outside. You hear that thunder? Oh boy. Boy. So you can see where all that juice leaked, all that capacitor juice leaked. It was good to clean it all up, because you don't want that left behind. That stuff is very corrosive. It will eat through this stuff. So anyway, that's how you clean it. See how nicer and cleaner it is, and all that shine is gone. So this is the main area on this board that really is the one that gets the worst. The other ones are not so bad. So, but I'll clean those, and I will get the board ready to start soldering, and then we come back to soldering some of these capacitors on, since I've got the kit. I also have a kit for the what is it, logic board. So if there's time, we may do that one tonight also and get this machine and test it out and see if it will work. But with this actually thunder and lightning, I didn't need to go see what's happening. Anyway, folks, that's it for this video. This part I'll do another part, and we will continue fixing this Classic. So then I will have a Classic and I will have a Classic 2. So I am glad for that, because I really like the Classic 2. That machine gave me a hard time for me to get it up and working. It took me a couple weeks. I found two actually traces that were broken, and those took me a long time to find. Anyway, we will catch you on the other side on the next video. Thank you.